What were we talking about?
Killing an idea.
Oh, yeah.
Is that we have to come up with bombs that kill ideas.
I mean, I feel like you're on this page. Are we going to wipe them out?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying that it's an emotional response.
Right.
I'm not on the page.
And that's not a good idea, emotional responses. Let's use this.
Bill Maher just scorched Stephen Colbert, and it was every bit as savage as you'd imagine. Following bombshell reports that Colbert was axed from CBS, after an eye-popping $40 million deficit, Maher came out swinging.
And now the dinosaurs are outside of the theme park. And
I do this for a living, and I'm not sure if I follow you there.
Okay, but they did.
Never one to hold his tongue, Maher tore into Colbert's legacy, accusing his relentless obsession with Trump of dragging the show into the ground and pushing away half the nation. And let's be honest, Maher's had his sights set on Colbert for a while. This wasn't a critique. It was an all-out dismantling. If you enjoy when honesty blazes across the screen, tap that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming.
All the comics that were supposed to put everybody to bed or whatever it is, they all went bananas left. I mean, Colbert, these guys are terrible. Like, Kimmel to me is just maybe friends with him. I know a lot of people that were.
I love Jimmy.
Yeah, like he is.
Colbert and I are not
me.
friends.
Yeah, like those guys to me, they're just the worst sort of partisan nonsense. You want everybody.
But the good part of that is we don't hide it. Like, he doesn't like me and I don't like him. And we don't deny it and we don't like it.
No, but he's nothing.
Colbert?
Yeah, he's nothing.
He's also very successful.
No, but he's just giving the machine what it wants all the time. For my differences with you, I totally respect you.
Is well said.
Yeah.
Giving the machine what it wants. I wish I had thought of that phraseology. That's exactly.
Maher didn't pull any punches, as he launched a series of scathing shots at the ex-late night host. He slammed Colbert for blending biased politics under the disguise of comedy. He reminisced about the golden days of late-night shows, which aimed to make people laugh, not lecture them. What was once a space for easy, light-hearted entertainment has devolved into a breeding ground for ideological echo chambers. Maher blasted the shift where hosts blindly praise left-wing agendas, while relentlessly ridiculing conservative ideas, turning comedy into little more than partisan messaging. It's not about humor anymore. It's about reinforcing an agenda. And Maher, he's not amused.
Because he's stupid, this guy, so he's thinking he's praising, but he's actually undercutting. Again, this is a triple axle, and he always should get.
Dude, that's Corchester stuff. That's the stuff that comics are supposed to do.
Right, Corchester stuff.
That's the stuff we were supposed to do,
so
right?
He will always.
They've all become the reverse, though, right? They've all become suckers.
Maher verbally lashed Colbert for abandoning his roots as a comedian and becoming a full-blown mouthpiece for the left. He argued that Colbert transformed a once-beloved late-night institution into a soapbox for woke preaching. No nuance, no middle ground, just relentless political cheerleading. Colbert, Maher claimed, ditched comedy in favor of pandering to progressive crowds, leaving no space for open minds. He's as ideologically rigid as they come, and Maher wasn't going to let that go unchecked. He then revealed the personal angle, even though they share circles. And Maher has been on Colbert's show. They've never been actual friends. Why? Because Maher may be a liberal, but he's not a loyalist. He doesn't worship Trump, but he won't demonize him either. And unlike Colbert, Maher's willing to call out his own side when they lose the plot. That's what makes him both a threat and a breath of fresh air.
I did his show twice. I mean, you could tell it's on screen, and it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not like we fucking fought each other and like came to blows. But it's just like, he's very opposite of me. He's like a married Catholic, and I'm like me, So, but that's okay. We're not alike.
You bring your lawyer to confession.
Right.
I
don't have Republican gay sex.
Maher then took a sledgehammer to Colbert's polished public image, calling it a carefully staged act wrapped in applause. He hinted that everything viewers see, the laughs, the cheers, the reactions, is all scripted to promote a message, not truth. Unlike Real Time, where Maher often challenges his audience and even gets booed for speaking inconvenient truths, Colbert's show, Maher said, feels like political theater rather than satire. Maher made it clear, while his show has structure, it never asks for fake laughs or blind approval. He challenged viewers to ask themselves, Has Colbert ever let disagreement echo through a set? Has a raw, honest view ever shaken a stage? You tell me.
Now the dinosaurs are outside of the theme park. And
I do this for a living, and I'm not sure if I follow you there.
Okay, but they did.
The friction between these two is glaringly obvious, and it's been bubbling for years. They're not fans of each other. That much is crystal clear. But while Maher tries to keep it respectful, Colbert acts smug. There was a moment when Maher cracked a witty line. Colbert's audience laughed, but Colbert pretended he didn't get it, leaving Maher hanging and humiliated. In front of a national audience, Maher hasn't hidden his dislike for Colbert, but he still appeared on the show because Maher values open dialogue, even with those who disagree or dislike him. That's genuine discourse. Colbert? He plays dirty. He cancels, mocks, and ridicules anyone who doesn't echo his worldview. For Maher, it's about discussion. For Colbert, it's about control.
What were we talking about?
Killing an idea.
Oh, yeah.
Is that we have to come up with bombs that kill ideas.
I mean, I feel like you're on this page. Are we going to wipe them out?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying that it's an emotional response.
Right.
I'm
and
not on the page.
And that's not a good idea, emotional responses. Let's use this and not...
Maher completely shredded Colbert, advising him to start using logic over emotion, because unchecked emotions can be dangerously deceptive. He warned that when you despise someone, you become blind to anything decent in them, just like blind loyalty hides their flaws. Maher urged him to rise above tribal noise and think with clarity. You can still be passionate, but if emotion is your compass, you lose fairness, reason, and honesty. Even if you're biased, and everyone is, you should aim to stay rational, especially when tensions run high. That's real maturity. And it's what sets thinkers apart from ideologues.
You're given $100 million. You lose $40 million a year, but why were you given the job? It's why I always say the thing about, I'm not that interested in what the ladies of The View say anymore. I'm not that interested in what the crazy people on MSNBC say anymore. I'm interested in the corporate layer of it. I'm interested in the people that are running the show saying, okay, we'll give you this to do this. Like whether Colbert knows it or not, he was just giving the machine what it wants. Oh, there's a guy who will literally dance to convince people to get a vaccine that doesn't work. We'll give him plenty of money to do it, right? And there's a guy, Brian Stelter, who will say whatever we want, and then people will wake up and his ratings will be horrible, so we'll fire him, and then he'll disappear here, and we'll bring him back because not everyone will give the machine what it wants, and there's the inherent problem. That's why going independent really is the only thing that you can do if you're going to be a truly honest player in the space.
Anyone running a business expects to earn profit. And when losses keep adding up, cutting ties is just smart management. That, in simple terms, is what led to Stephen Colbert's exit. Even with a jaw-dropping $100 million annual budget, he kept bleeding $40 to $50 million. Eventually, CBS made the obvious decision: pull the plug. But the real question, as Dave Rubin pointed out, is why Colbert had such a massive budget to begin with. It wasn't for laughs. It was to echo the narratives the powers that be wanted. That's why he became a spokesperson for the COVID vaccine circus and helped bury the Hunter Biden laptop controversy. He wasn't just a host, he was a messenger, a very well-paid one. And once the news broke about Colbert's firing, Jon Stewart went ballistic.
The fact that CBS didn't try to save their #1 rated network late-night franchise that's been on the air for over 3 decades is part of what's making everybody wonder, was this purely financial? Or maybe the path of least resistance for your $8 billion...
Jon Stewart went ballistic, slamming Paramount, CBS's parent company, for allegedly caving in to Donald Trump. In a fiery tirade, he accused them of caring more about Trump's favor for their $8 billion merger than about protecting Colbert's show. According to Stewart, this wasn't about ratings or talent. It was all politics and profit. Honestly, it was expected. No one thought Stewart would turn on Colbert. He was Colbert's original mentor, the guy who launched him into late night. They've got history. Colbert was practically Stewart's protege, a loyal member of the Daily Show squad. Before departing in 2005, that bond runs deep. So for Stewart, this wasn't just a business move. It felt like betrayal. But even his dramatic outburst sparked backlash across the board. Watch this.
There was speculation yesterday in the podcast universe. Bill Simmons had on Matthew Bellany of Puck News, formerly Hollywood Reporter, and they openly wondered whether when Jon Stewart went on the air Monday night, he would quit because he was so outraged over the deep wrong that had been done to his good friend Stephen Colbert, clearly fired over politics. And so there was some anticipation. They both said they were going to watch Stewart live that night to see whether he would quit and make a point that this was deeply immoral, so much so that he would sacrifice the millions and the fame, air quotes, that he's getting from his reappearance on Mondays on The Daily Show. And instead, this is what we got.
Megyn Kelly tore into Jon Stewart for what she called glaring hypocrisy. In this whole Colbert saga, while some hope Stewart might take a stand, maybe even quit The Daily Show, since it's also under Paramount, he chose to perform rather than protest. Instead of stepping down, we got a cringy skit pretending to mock Paramount. But the one real act of defiance, resigning, never happened. Turns out, Stewart preferred the comfort of his paycheck and spotlight over true loyalty. It was fake fury, loud, showy, but hollow. Kelly noted, if he really had principles, he could have walked away and sent a powerful message. Instead, he chose the soft road. Pretend rebellion while cashing in.
And the lefties are losing it over news of the show's cancellation. Failed vice presidential candidate Tim Walz, Tampon Timmy, has posted to social media declaring that Stephen Colbert is the best in the business. He always told the truth to power and pulled no punches. We need more of that, not less. Well, having Tim Walz endorse you says it all.
Strangely enough, all the outrage over Colbert's firing seems to be coming from the left. Crickets from the right. That silence speaks volumes. It shows how far Colbert drifted, from being a comedian to becoming an activist. He wasn't trying to make everyone laugh anymore. He just wanted his side to feel righteous. And in doing so, he completely missed his core job, being funny to everyone. He alienated half the nation by turning his stage into a political megaphone. And that's why his ratings tanked steadily for 5 years. Viewers don't want sermons disguised as jokes. They want comedy that hits all sides, not just the right. Colbert got predictable. And in comedy, that's a death sentence. He wasn't bringing people together. He was dividing them with a desk and a laugh track. So no wonder only his echo chamber misses him. The rest already changed the channel.
Actress Jamie Lee Curtis.
It's bad. He's a great, great guy. Yes, they're trying to silence people, but that won't work. Won't work. We will just get louder.
At the end of the day, Colbert's collapse wasn't just about numbers. It was about forgetting what comedy truly is. He gave up laughs for lectures, jokes for jabs, and became a political figure, not an entertainer. While his allies cry injustice, the silence from the rest is telling. Maher, Megyn, and others pointed out the holes in Colbert's carefully crafted brand. He drove away his audience, turned his platform into a pulpit, and paid the price. Comedy is meant to challenge, not conform. When it turns into a weapon for one side, audiences tune out. And that's exactly what happened. That wraps up today's video. If you liked it, hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.